Yo, what's happening, guys? With the Reelators, I'm here with my boy Donnell, I'm here with my boy Brandon, and today we're going to be talking about our top 10 favorite underrated rappers who you think we should deserve, like, a little more clout, a little more hype than they actually got, you know what I'm saying? On my top 3 right now, I'm going to talk Gold Link. And mainly Gold Link for me, because not only can the dude spit, the dude got crazy rhyme, the dude got crazy rhythm, but his beats aren't your average hip-hop boom boom tap beats. It's like house music, like EDM type shit. And EDM has been a really big thing in the hip-hop industry now. Like, I'm gonna consider Chris Brown a hip-hop artist, and he's gonna be my main example. And it's been really big with Chris Brown nowadays and stuff like that. EDM and house party music has been like really big to rap over now. But Gold Link take it to this like little funky, rhythmatic, soulful type house music shit, like shit that make you want to dance and groove and all that type of shit, and it's mad lit. So when I found somebody that was like, that could kind of introduce some ill rhymes and some groovy rhythm and kind of cooperate with one another and coincide with one another, man, that was a blessing to my ears, son. And ever since then, ever since I heard his shit, God Complex, and after that, We Don't Talk, it's been ill. And even to his SoundCloud days where I think it was Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe by Kendrick Lamar. But even with that, like, you know, it's like, bitch don't kill my vibe, bitch don't, he took the beat and he turned it into a house music song. And so even then, it's a sample, or it's a cover, but it's like his own type of cover. So he basically just reinvented a whole new song, and he's a lit artist. Alright, I'm going to my nigga Khan now, son. Alright, they don't know, have y'all ever heard of Khan?
No. I mean, you had me listen to
So
it.
I had Donnell listen to Khan, right? And like how I was saying, like Gold Link, it's like just like, you know, it's like it's party music, it's good music, and it's still rappy vibe. Alright, this nigga is straight bars, my nigga. Like straight rappage, my nigga. Like I've never heard somebody spit like this kid ever. My third one was Earl Sweatshirt, and like I was saying with Boz, Brandon could vouch for me with this. I'm a huge Odd Future fan.
Oh yeah.
I'm a huge Odd Future fan, and I was there with like the Free Earl movement, and I was kind of just like, I didn't know what the fuck it was, but it's like, you know, you 14, 15, your favorite groups like
it's
Free
a
Earl.
movement.
It's like, you know, it's like, oh, fucking Free Earl, even though it wasn't really supposed to be a movement, but this nigga was just away. He was away at like some school or something.
He was at boating school.
Yeah, he was at like boating school or some shit like that, boarding school or some shit like that. Away, and it was kind of just like, oh, Free Earl. And it's like, oh, all right, Free Earl. It was like, we don't know. And then when Oldie dropped, and I was like, oh, that's Earl Sweatshirt? Oh, fuck. And it was kind of just like, this nigga could rap.
Yeah.
And then he dropped Doors, and I was like, yo, my boy could really rap. And he's one of the, like, he's not a hype artist.
At all.
He's not a hype artist at all. He's very dark. He's very dark and gloomy, and emotionally connected and emotionally vulnerable in his music. He talks about whatever the fuck is going on in his life, and 9 times out of 10 it's not happy. He's not like he's not one of the fake rappers who like put on a face because they got money and clout. Nah, it's like he's sad, bro. He's sad.
And like his grandmother died. And
yeah.
Like he says that like in like a lot of his songs.
Yeah, dude. It's like he's honest. He's honest and he's like real with his fans and his music, and that's all.
And didn't he drop a tape like I Don't Go Outside?
Oh, I don't do shit.
I don't do shit. I don't go outside.
I don't do shit. I don't go outside. And
his song with Knock Hell, DNA, bro. Knock Hell.
I didn't know Knock Hell could rhyme like that.
Nah, bro. Knock Hell was in his feelings.
I didn't know Knock Hell.
His friend literally died like 20 minutes before they recorded that song.
Yeah.
And then he spit that, and I'm like, it didn't even sound like him.
No.
Like, you could tell that he was, like, under stress and, like, drugs and shit.
Word.
Like, you could literally feel the emotion.
Word.
Like, that whole album was just...
Like, his track Grief.
Like, oh, yeah.
His track Grief.
That beat. The beat is... His beats are just great. Alright, he's more than a rapper.
Yeah, his music is awesome. And Yo, we need more honesty like that in the hip hop industry.
Yeah.
We need more honesty like that, because a lot of these people just think it's all about money, hoes, clothes, and jewelry, son.
Prime example, because designer, he made Panda. He never been to Atlanta. He said that himself. He's like, I got broads in Atlanta. I've never been.
It's
you feel me? Like nowadays, rap is more about lying or being hype.
Pretty much.
Instead
of
as of now.
Instead of just like being real with the music.
My number one pick is Russ. Russ from New Jersey, raised in Atlanta.
The Garden.
Claims New Jersey.
That's right.
This kid can really spit. And he's spitting more like an experimental way. Like he's very good at just putting everything together. Like he's different. He has a different type of sound. If you go out and hear songs like Pull the Trigger or Overdue, you can tell that he's kind of like a singing rapper. But he has a lot more potential than most people are giving him right now.
And it's like, even with those, like, you know, those sing-songy rappers and stuff like that, you could have a sing-songy rapper and him be a sing-songy rapper, but some people could just harmonize to a beat and kind of just make it the song, like, make it a song. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking Drake, bro. He's been doing it his whole career. Drake is not in no which way ever a singer, but nobody has no problem singing along with Drake to one of his to one of his songs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like him being a singy rapper. Cause I'm with Donnell on that. Russ is fire. Russ is fire from what I've heard of him, and with Pull the Trigger, it had a nice little reggae vibe to it, and you know, he was harmonizing to the beat, and he was singing along. He was singing to the beat a little bit, but it was still like it was some fire shit, dog. Like he has bars.
My number two pick, Joyner Lucas.
Word.
Dude, my boy is fucking fire, yo. Like I can't even explain much about him because he's just too fucking fire. Like if you go listen to Tech Nine's song, what was it, Sriracha?
Sriracha. You
listen to Sriracha, you hear his rhyme scheme. This boy can spit. Like, this boy gets his heart out to hip-hop. And then you hear songs like Happy Birthday, where he talks about a father not loving their son, he has to be a stepfather. Like, he's someone who actually cares about music. That's straight up. That's somebody who cares about music. And what Greg was telling me before, the song called Backwards. You want to tell him about it?
Oh, my God, bro. Bro, Backwards. Alright, so the whole thing with Backwards, it was kind of just like, you know, him and his boy were sitting in the ball court, nigga shit, just chilling and stuff like that. And his boy was like, you know, man, I don't even think you can rap. He was like, what? I was like, yeah, man, you can't even rap. He was like, alright, so I'm gonna run this shit, and I want you to spit some shit for me, right? But here's the thing. You gotta spit it backwards. And he was like, what? He was like, yeah, you gotta spit the line backwards, and you gotta make it make sense, right? So, my boy Joyner Lucas spit a line forwards, right? And then he was like, alright, that was alright, but can you run that shit backwards? And his homeboy rewinded the beat, and he spit the same line backwards. And it made sense going both ways, and I was kind of just like, is the amount of rapidry that was going on in that song, like the amount of like barrage that was going on in that song, so, and I was just like, that's too much.
And the one thing that got me about that,
seasoning shit like that.
The one thing that got me about that is that he didn't say that you're trying to have me do the impossible. He said he had me doing the inevitable. So he basically saying anybody could do this, but everybody's so scared to do this.
Word. We picked Boss. Like, I don't know about you, but Boss was he's one of my favorites. And I'm gonna be honest. Only album I really heard from Boss. He's signed to J. Cole. He's part of Dreamville. Only album I really heard of Boss in its entirety was Too High to Riot. And Jorge, my boy Jorge, introduced that song to me, or that album to me. And it was over the summer, and it's just one of those albums I got a deep emotional connection to because of the environment I was around as the album was a part of my life. And it's feel-good music. It's relevant music. I was just listening to it on my way over here. It's It's good sound, and Boss he's from Queens. He got a New York rapper flow to him, and he got bars, man. Everybody on the Dreamville can rap. Shout out to Cos too, dog.
And that's the only reason why I even wanted to pick up on Boss, because of the fact of Cole. And Cole, just in general, he has a very intelligent mind, and he's not going to sign anybody who doesn't have talent.
Word.
So listening to Boss, I was like, yeah, this guy's pretty good, and he's actually deep into whatever the fuck he's saying.
Word.
Well, my top artist, my number one artist actually has to be Mac Miller.
Spit that shit, Brandon.
He's a little underground, but not really. The thing is, when you hear Mac Miller, you think party songs, you think Donald Trump, and everything else, but deep music. And he actually went through a lot of deep shit. And if you do not agree with me, listen to Watching Movies with the Sound Off.
If you haven't already.
If you haven't already. And
or even the Divine Feminine.
Yeah.
The Divine Feminine, son.
I mean, he could do it all. If you have an artist that could just freestyle like it's nobody's business, rap to a really good beat, make party music, and make you fucking cry about your feelings, and sing to your bitch and shit like that, that's crazy. And that's a really good artist. And honestly, when I first heard Mac Miller, I didn't think he had it in him.
Word.
Because he was a youngin', he's been rapping since he was like 16 years old.
Word.
And then now for him to for me to just see that transformation and say, oh, I really didn't mess with him until I went and actually listened to him myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of really turned me on to Mac Miller. So, all right, so my second pick actually is Vince Staples. He is repping the West Coast, and honestly, him, Earl Sweatshirt, and Mac Miller, they should honestly make a group, because every single collaboration that they do easily bangs. Like, right before we even made this video, right before we started recording, we were bumping their music, and it's actually pretty valid.
No, it's pretty legit.
If you have all three artists that actually can easily make really good music individually, and they all just come together and just fucking come on a beat, it's just great. I just love it. And the fact that Vince Staples does that with majority of his music is kind of like, I don't know, his beats are really throwback-ish. I feel like you have to be an Odd Future fan to really understand the throwback type of beats that these guys actually used to do back when Odd Future was around, and even nowadays. So pretty much, I don't know, I feel like it's the beats that kind of made me a fan of him, but it's also the shit that he spits, because he spits what he knows. He doesn't spit about money. He spits about what he's been through, how he learned from it, his life stories. That's the type of shit that I like to listen to. I mean, yeah, everybody likes to listen to music about money, bitches.
Yeah.
We all have our moments, but if you can actually sit down and relate to an artist, it's mesmerizing. And I feel like I could do that with Vince Staples. My third pick, he's very underground. I don't even think you guys know him, but his name is Nav, and he really isn't. I wouldn't say he is a rapper. Okay. He is a rapper, but the thing is, he's not really a spitter. He's not at the levels of Kendrick or as passionate as J. Cole or anything. He kind of, I don't want to sound like that guy, but everybody remembers Speaker Knockers, right?
Yeah. I remember Speaker Knockers.
No. If you remember Lonely, right?
By
Speaker Knockers.
No.
Okay, well, I'll play you the song after the video, but basically, he's kind of like a hype artist, and he kind of resembles off of Speaker Knockers. And the thing is, if you don't know who Speaker Knockers is, he's actually a 19-year-old who died in 2013. Music was popping, and his fans kind of wanted more. And I'm guessing that Nav kind of has that Speaker Knockers sound that kind of just made his fan base, reach new levels. And the thing is, he's so underground that his music on YouTube, people have it as a title of Post Malone. Because he's so underground that people don't know who he is. So they think that this underground music is by Post Malone instead of Nav. And that's not a good look.
No, that's not a good look.
Because then that's all your hard work, your dedication. And of course he has his little fan group. But that's like Kendrick. And somebody else, Designer putting his shit over Kendrick. It's kind of disrespectful. But the thing is, he actually has a feature on Travis Scott's album, Biebs in the Trap.
Oh, that dude!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Him.
Okay.
Biebs in the Trap with Travis Scott.
Okay.
The song or the album?
Nah, that's the name of the song, yeah. But it's
for the 8 and a leader.
Yeah, it's that guy.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's him. Like
Okay.
he's really catchy, and that's pretty much the main reason why I dig him. Because I mean, yeah, he raps about drugs and money and shit, but everybody listens to that at one point. We're all guilty of it.
Right.
So if I want to listen to it, I at least want to listen to it with this person. So that's how I'm feeling.
Our number 10 pick, Denzel Curry. Denzel, after I heard his album Imperial, I was hooked after that. I was straight up hooked because this dude is like, he's from Miami, but he has a New York mindset. So he raps like a New York rapper.
And he was a part of the XXL Freshman. The
Yeah,
thing
he
is,
was.
nobody liked his freestyle. Why? Because it had a meaning.
I think he was actually one of the.
I'm sorry.
It's the
I'm
truth.
sorry, but Denzel, he's like really talented, and he's young.
Yeah.
And like when you look at his image and you see the tattoos and everything, you think, oh, this another trap nigga about to rap about flipping bricks and shit. But he opens up his mouth and he like,
Or talks about shit.
yeah.
Talks about shit.
That's our list. We have a few honorable mentions that we'd like to mention. I want to put Machine Gun Kelly because even though he's just became a little bit more popular after this Bad Thing song, he's still very underrated. Nobody gives him the credit he needs.
Right.
I wanted to do Kyle, Super Duper Kyle, and he just makes feel good music, dude. He makes feel good music. He's relatable. It's fun. It can be emotional. It can be funny. It can be party. He's true to himself, and he's honest with everybody about everything. You know what I'm saying? And his instrumentals and beats and all that is crazy. It's crazy fun. It's groovy. It's dancey. He's a dope artist, and I feel like he should get more credit for the talent he has. Most def.
Well, my mention, I have a lot, but just coming up with this last minute, I have to pick Jaden Smith because he could do a lot. All right, and I understand. Oh, he's Jaden Smith. He's an actor. He's Will Smith's kid. Yada yada yada. I understand that he may have had a silver spoon growing up, but he makes good music. It's not like he makes music saying that he came from the bottom in the trenches and everything. He actually makes like really good jazz music. He can rap. And I feel like if he actually really does take music seriously, people will buy his merchandise, people will buy his songs, people will actually buy a ticket to a show for him because he's a really good performer.
Word.
Like if he actually really took it seriously, he could. But I don't even know what this guy does for a living. Like he's not an artist for a living. Like he does something.
Yeah.
I don't know what he does, but I feel like if he takes music a lot more serious, his fan base and his family name will like just grow a lot more. So I just had to pick Jaden Smith. Alright, so that's pretty much all that we have for this video for the 10 most underrated rappers. Hopefully this kind of gave you guys a little idea of, the type of music that we listen to. Maybe you guys can comment down below your favorites. And yeah, I'm guessing that's all we have in this video. So be sure to like it, be sure to click that subscribe button, and peace.